Okay, take 3, folks, on this page. What determines elasticity? Just as there are factors that cause a change in demand, there are also factors that affect the elasticity of demand. The factors that affect elasticity include the availability of substitute goods or services, the proportion of income that is spent on the good or service, and whether the good or service is a necessity or a luxury. Factor 1, substitute goods or services. Generally speaking, if there is no substitute for a good or service, demand for it tends to be inelastic. Think back to the consumers who need insulin to regulate their blood sugar levels. No substitute exists for insulin, so consumers' demand is inelastic even when the price goes up. If many substitutes are available, however, demand tends to be elastic. For example, if the price shoots up for beef, consumers can eat chicken, pork, or fish. In this case, demand is elastic. So, to sum that up, if you can substitute one good for another and the price of the original item goes up a lot, you're going to get the substitute. So that means that you have a big reaction to a price change. If there's no substitute available, it doesn't really matter what happens to the price. If you have to have it, you have to have it. So your behavior does not change. It makes it inelastic. Kids have a lot of questions on this usually, so ask me, ask Miss Bennett, and we will try to explain it again. Factor 2, proportion of income. The percentage of your income that you spend on a good or service is another factor that affects elasticity. Suppose that photography is your hobby and you spend about 10% of your income on a digital camera, memory card, software programs, and lenses. If the price for any of these rises even slightly, your demand will likely fall because you just don't have any more money to spend on your hobby. Your demand is elastic, so there's a big response. At the same time, demand for products that cost little of your income tends to be inelastic. For example, if the cost of pencils or ballpoint pens rose, would you buy fewer pencils and pens? Probably not. You spend so little on these items that you could easily pay the increase.